Welcome back, everyone. This is Kirk Almighty. We are now on episode 8 of my gameplay series versus the AI++. And we have snow in November. I don't know what happened to the mud, but we had nice weather in October, and November just straight to snow, no mud. On the plus side, I was able to use my bombers, which probably would have been grounded because of the mud. And on the downside of that, the enemy's movement was not hampered really, because the mud would slow down his armor. I would say we had another pretty good round. My line all held up pretty good. He did attack up here. I held. I actually got my fortress built up there now. You can have a look at that. And reinforcements are coming in nicely. Still having some trouble with this pocket right here. I launched an attack and I captured this square, this hex right here from the enemy. And I attempted to attack here and it failed. Yes, also he punched through my line down here and then I recaptured. So he actually attacked me on his turn. And then I came back with a counterattack and retook the hex there. Let's go ahead and play the log here, and you can see exactly what he did. Got artillery strikes. Well, yes, I did bomb that artillery this round too. He attacked pretty heavy up there, and I killed a lot of his armor. I don't like that artillery. That's the one thing that's going to hurt me there. Hopefully my fortification will help with that. Make it a little more difficult for him to break through up there. There you see he takes me. He advances in with some armor here actually. I think it'll show it here. The rest of his attacks down there failed. There he goes. He goes in with some armor. It was, I think, 1 or 2 light tanks and like 3 or 4 armored cars that he advanced forward with down there. Okay, that's done. Then I did a counterattack with the various forces that I had, and then I moved back in and reoccupied the hex. I kind of adjusted around the units a little bit. Basically, I just made sure this guy ended up in there, so that way I had at least one strong infantry unit in there. I think I lost an anti-tank gun here too. Okay, apparently I lost 2 anti-tank guns. So I got weakened right there from that, and hopefully it'll hold up if he goes and attacks it again. I'm not too sure. I know this is going to be my problem area right here. I may need to start getting. I got a couple dive bombers up here now, and I use them as much as I would like to have hit this super stack right here that he just doesn't seem to do anything with. I needed to try and do something about this artillery, because artillery is the scary thing for me right now. I think the AI's artillery has the ability to weaken my infantry to such a degree that my anti-tank guns could become vulnerable to his armor attacks. So I had to prioritize what little help I did have from the air, and I prioritized it, and I went after his artillery, which I killed, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 artillery pieces down here. This attack was pretty good. I think I killed 3 or 4 down here. And I had to drop the readiness on these other guys too. But you can see the readiness is actually down quite a bit on some of these guys. This one, I think I only killed 1 artillery piece up here, and then I killed some infantry guns, and I think maybe 1 or 2 armor units. This should show kills I achieved in my attack. And let's see here, we got, I know I killed more artillery. Oh, here we go, artillery 2s. I killed artillery 2s, I killed a couple heavy artillery. There's the infantry guns I killed. And then I got, I guess the only armor I got was 2 of the 2 armored cars I think were from that northern strike. And, well, it could have been from my counterattack too. Yeah, that could have been. I may not have killed any armor with that northern airstrike. That one, those two armor cars probably were killed when I retook this hex down here. So this was probably just infantry guns, some infantry, some rifleman, and maybe one artillery piece. So, oh, and then I was looking at this. This is just ridiculousness right here. This is the AI with all this massive amounts of production that it has. Look at all these factories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 factories he's got sitting back here now. And these things are all just going to be pumping out stuff. I see 2 armor factories. I see 2 aircraft factories. 1, 2, 3 gun factories. And you know, he's not limited by his raw. So these factories are just going to be at maximum production every turn and just pumping out stuff. And he's probably going to be building more factories too. It wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, that's not too much fun to look at there. That's concerning. I'm still cautiously optimistic here, but there's more to come, I know. And these aircraft factories mean there's going to be air, and so far I haven't seen any, which is strange because I know down here, this city would make a great air base, and all of this stuff is within range. Do not worry about air up here, because the AI has got a bad habit of not building airfields. So I don't expect too much problem up here with air. And so I don't think there's going to be any fighters intercepting my dive bombers up here. My biggest problem up here might be flak. But down here, I need to get some air of my own down here, because I need a little help around here, especially with this artillery. And I probably am going to have to deal with some fighters intercepting and whatnot. But, you know, even with his super production, the AI is not very good with his air. He'll probably overstack his air units right here, which will just make him cannon fodder for my fighters. I mean, if he goes and puts 30 fighters there or something, you know, and overstacks that air base that much, it's going to weaken them, and then they're just going to become easy prey for my fighters. I don't have any problem handling his air on AI Plus, and I'm thinking AI Plus isn't going to be much different. He's just going to have more, and he's just going to be overstacking them even more. When I don't know. The AI has got a problem with building air bases, so I see him overstacking his air units in these cities for the most part. I don't worry too much about his air. I think I'm going to be able to handle that. That's the one area where I can gain an edge, I think. And, well, with that, I think we'll go ahead and end this video here. And we'll see what the AI does on his turn. And we'll catch you in the next episode, folks. Thanks for watching.